Let me talk to you real fast. Have you seen this? All right. 86 babies used to get chewed out for stuff like that. Growing up, when you're still growing up. Look, elbow to elbow, elbow to elbow. Let me talk. So it's a shame that your own country, they know they supposed to have their gloves and masks on, right? However, they're rebelling against the protocol that they put out, but they know since the United States is seen worldwide, not just nationwide, that other countries are going to pick up on your etiquettes, America, and the disrespect and your uncleanliness. So now we elbowing each other, right? We asking to take the mask off and the gloves or whatever. Who are we asking? Don't you see the scrutiny that we're under? We're under a limelight. We're taking orders from somebody. That was the president of the United States of America. One of the most powerful people in the world. Now, since the quote unquote Chinese virus is in effect, who's gonna be the leader? Who's gonna be the mascot? Who is going to be the shot caller? Who's gonna pull down the mask and the gloves and say, forget the Chinese virus? Who's gonna do it? Who's going to stop paying the American citizens for the coronavirus? So we asking permission. Are we asking each other for permission? Are we asking a dark government or the people, also known the other governments, that we owe money and we in debt to? Let's get to it. You paying these Instagram models thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to break the rules of culture and way of life of other countries that you owe money to, America. The people that didn't catch that. Mirror, mirror on the wall is a female's game. There's no mirrors in the insanity ward. You got girls taking seductive pictures that violate the culture and religion and the way of life of other countries. So these people go watch the United States of porn, America, right? And other countries that violates our protocol of life. That's what the other countries are saying. That violates our protocol of life. Y'all owe us trillions of dollars. Y'all paying them thousands of dollars. They're getting spoiled by millions and billions of years. And you got a bunch of people in the lower class who's struggling, getting $500 and $600 a week, right? For just a little bit of time. You got the lower class people still suffering. So you don't think that the other countries is gonna have a problem with that? If you don't care about us, you as the United States of America, if you don't care about us, right? Why should we care about us? Not to sound like it's self-mutilation, but that's what you're doing. With the jealousy, envy, and hate, holding people back, evil decrepency of women and feminists and sexism. Then you got the other polar opposite that they work hand in hand with, the homosexuality, because a woman's trait is homosexuality and vice versa. If you get what I'm talking about. Trying to be nice, man. I'm trying to not talk correctly and hurt your feelings and try to talk in a rapper way, and so I could like basically grease the outsides and season the inside. So I'm gonna grease the outside, the borders of the picture, right? And then the inside of it, I'm gonna season it up. I'm going to fill it up and make it look real nice, right? The first step I'm going to do before I make this picture look nice is broaden the borders. Broaden the borders. Broaden the outside. I got to broaden them. I got to broaden the borders. I have to coat them. I have to make them look real nice before I season and grease the inside. So I'm toasting the bread on the outside and I'm making the burger medium rare, well done, or whatever. But I got bird food attached. Pickles, lettuce, onions, jalapenos. Right? I might have a hamburger and some turkey bacon on it with all of that. So let me just grease you real fast. If you paying people trillions, billions, and millions, and the broke people want to be with them, and you're denying us, what you think you're telling the other country? Newsflash. I hate to burst your bubble, but COVID-19 is different than the coronavirus. It's different than SARS and pneumonia. COVID-19 is kind of like, it's like static electricity with a germ attached to it. So if I kind of gave you like anxiety, you deserved it. You know? I'm the same kid that's coming out on a celebrity, and I gotta pay my way to the top when I don't even have it. But this is what I'm gonna do for you. I'm gonna show everybody that watches my videos that I'm smarter than you. And I sat back and I showed the whole America something before you get the lever. In every religious text, it's descriptive detail. There's no pictures. Why, when a woman is reading me a Bible story or a Bible verse or something from the Bible, I'm imagining this Poseidon person. It wasn't Baron, the African mage. It wasn't Vishnu, Shiva, or Brahm. It was Jehovah. And it was Poseidon hand in hand, Dionysus. You see where this is going? So I explained to you before, God, Allah, has the angels. The Satan, Iblis, has the demons. Then there's something called the jinn, who is the other creator of the Satan, of the devil. And who's below the jinn? It's obvious it's human beings. The jinn does not have to listen to God, Allah. They don't have to take his word. That's why some people say, oh, you're evil. But what you fail to realize is when you sit still, you just become something. So a jinn is something good or something bad. So my point is this man, Max Kellerman, is not in politics. Right? He's in sports. It's another backdoor to politics. They constantly beefing with LeBron James. Look where this is going. Look at the laws. In New York, it's $2,000, $1,500 for a one-bedroom apartment. Everybody's homeless. They went up on the price of living, the cost of living, but not on the actual minimum wage. That's because they gave the immigrants the opportunity to take out loans for housing in businesses, small-time businesses. And they denied us natives that's here that same privilege. I'm still waiting to be approved for an EIDL loan or EDIL loan, whatever it's called. I'm still awaiting that. Meanwhile, you could walk over here from Mexico, cross the border, right? Show that you know a little bit of English or whatever the case may be. Now you're eligible. You have A1 credit, and now you could get a crib as long as you pay your payments to the government, and you can have a business. So you can open up a food restaurant or store, eat for free, and live for free because you can have your apartment or your housing on top of your business, your store. Look how society is built from the island of New York, because people don't understand that we are a fucking island, all the way across to California. Look at it. Look how living is. They say New York is like a closet. Like your living space is like a closet if you're not living lavishly. I tell you, you're absolutely right. So that's why we get clothes. Now you look at Chicago. Look how they boxed in on every block. 64th, 63rd, whatever, 300 to 600, all the way, whatever. They can't stand each other. Built like a closet. Is my Gucci beefing with my Prada? Is my Jordans beefing with my Prada? You get where I'm coming from? Oh, how you compare a $300, $400? Why not Balenciaga? That's my point. Michael Jordan is eating. He's a tier below, but he's eating. Look at his competition, right? But then look what his successor is. You see what I'm saying? Look what it is. Now, do America honestly and truthfully think you just gonna just pay us now because it's the Chinese virus? You think you just could just pay us until September, and that's it? And then do little BS stuff like, oh, we're gonna attach UI. Well, we'll attach sole proprietors and freelancers to UI, not just PUA, because this runs out to UI. And then we'll guarantee you 6 months of unemployment if you have an EIN or whatever the case may be, or if you have proof that you are a sole proprietor or freelancer. Meanwhile, you're asking me for paperwork and documentation, but my mother has been a slave, and so have I, has been a slave for the last 15 years to an Italian family that has way more money than us. Because we was home health aides off the books. Or, you get where I'm coming from? Or was my mom this, or was my beautiful young looking mother this white man's personal escort? Never saw me in person until the coronavirus came. Well, right before it came, that's when he seen me. Understand that. I'm just saying this, man. Forget about everything else. It's over. Look how it's going. You're gonna let Trump back in within 4 years? Or, like I said, is this the bird box? Because Kamala Harris, you're up next. Thank you.